Hello YouTubers, Cam Buchan here. Welcome to the second episode in a short series in collaboration with World Rowing in order to prepare you for the World Rowing Indoor Championships presented by Concept 2. In this episode, we're talking about how to get the best out of yourself come race day, how to achieve your personal best. So number one, really simply, to get the best out of yourself on race day is to prepare for your event. And yes, that seems really obvious, but sometimes you can get so caught up in training for the event that you forget to get used to the event that you're racing in. So if you're racing the 2,000 meter row, then get used to rowing 2,000 meters. Yes, you can do plenty of predictor workouts to predict how fast you might be able to go for the distance, but you just have to sometimes bite the bullet and get used to seeing the distances that you want to see on race day, seeing the numbers tick down, or even seeing the splits that match those numbers come race day. So you've now got used to the distance and the speeds that you'll be rowing on race day. And over the time that you've been preparing, you've now got a rough idea of a plan of what you want to do on race day. And the biggest thing for getting your personal best, or even just performing at the best you can on race day, is sticking to that plan. It can be so easy on race day to think, I need to go faster, I need to do something special, all the adrenaline's kicking in. On the screen you see someone's name and you want to catch up to that name. You just have to stick to your plan. So you've seen the numbers, seen the splits that you do in training, and realistically that's what you're going to be seeing come race day. So stick to those numbers. So you've now got a plan for the race itself that you're going to stick to. But what about outside of the race? What does your routine look like outside of actual racing? It's something that can be really important to consider so that on race day nothing's a surprise and you've got everything set up so that when you get to the race you're not stressed. All you have to do is go as fast as you can. So things like, how far away is where I'm staying to the venue? How long does it take to get there? How long of a warm-up do I need? And do I want any time for sort of buffer time if anything goes wrong? Combine all those things together. What I like to do is, okay, my race time is at say 1 o'clock. I want to have a little bit of time before that to just chill out, maybe 10 minutes. I warm up for half an hour. Before the warm-up, I want to be at the venue for maybe an hour or so before, and then maybe I take half an hour to get to the venue itself. So working from race time, adding all those things and going back should give you a good idea of, okay, that's when I'm going to arrive, this is what's going to happen, and then I'm going to do my personal best on the rowing machine. So you've now got a plan that you're going to stick to during the race. You've got a plan outside of the race that you're going to stick to and help you relieve some of that stress come race day. But now, what does your fueling look like, which can combine into the plan for the routine? Your fueling on race day can be super important, and what I see a lot of people do is do something super different. The fueling on race day, yes, should be adapted for the race itself, but shouldn't be drastically different to what you do in, say, a hard piece in training, because you don't want to change things and be a bit unsure of what might happen if you eat something different or have some issues with fueling on the day. So both fueling as in, where am I going to get the specific fuel? Do you have to take things from home to the venue so that you're fueled and you're comfortable with what you're eating? Or is it things like, okay, the supermarket offers everything I need, but I need to make sure I go and buy those things from the supermarket, especially if it's in a foreign country. You want to know that what you want to fuel on the day is available. And then we come to the fuel itself, which can vary greatly from person to person. Some people like to only eat very simple sugars and get themselves through the day. Other people prefer big meals. And some people just don't like to eat a lot. Other people are okay with eating a lot. And so it's a matter of figuring out what works best for you. And the best way to do that is figuring out during training when the pressure isn't so high. So trying plenty of different fueling strategies in training so that you know, okay, that was too much food, that was too little food, that banana didn't sit well with me, or maybe that gel wasn't really acceptable for me. And then come race day, you're really confident with your fueling strategy. So now we have a plan that we're going to stick to during racing. We have a plan that we're going to stick to outside of racing, and we've planned our fueling strategies. Those three things combined are going to give you the best opportunity to get the best out of yourself on the day. It's about going as fast as you can and setting yourself up to be able to do that. That might look like a personal best on the day, it might not, but as long as you can finish the race thinking, I've left no more in the tank, that's all we can ask for. Hopefully those tips helped. See you in the next episode.